Oh, the room fell incredibly silent for a moment. Hello? Whoa! Did this? Okay, this was insanely hot a minute ago, and that's not a euphemism. It was very loud, is what I'm saying. Hey, how's everyone doing tonight?
Really good.
Well, as we expected.
That is an appropriate response. So first of all, before I go into my hosting shtick, no, I'll start with my hosting shtick. What the hell am I talking about? Welcome to the Not So Silent Planet, a speculative open mic. You know normally I would try to evoke more, but I believe that's what's really in your souls. So welcome. Is there anyone here who has not attended the show before? There we go. All right, I get to give the shtick. So the way this works is, first of all, to the best of my knowledge, and I am waiting to be corrected, we are the only. Whoa, there it is. It's back. Oh, it's crazy hot. Is it? That's way too hot. Okay, here. I'm gonna stand here. How does this sound? Is everyone comfortable with how I sound right now? No one's comfortable with how I sound right now. So, to the best of my knowledge, we are the only recurring open mic in the country that is dedicated to speculative fiction. That is science fiction, fantasy, and supernatural horror. Anyone who wants to, and if you want to tug on my sleeve, we've still got plenty of room on the sign-up list. Anyone can walk onto the stage and give 5 to 7 minutes of anything in that specific genre. So, I emphasize that we are one of the diminishing open mics in the city that does enforce our time limits. So, yes, please applaud. What will happen is I will be standing at the back of the room there. When you hit 6 minutes, have a minute or so left, I'll just raise my hand so you can see me and so you know where you are. When you hit 7, I will begin slowly approaching the stage. We are in our 2nd season, and I have still not yet figured out what happens when I hit the stage with you. I know that every time it has happened, the results are very tense and upsetting and awkward. So I ask you to not create that scenario for us tonight. Secondly, now that we've laid out the premise of the show, I ask again, and I ask this with deep and true sincerity, how's everyone doing this week? Good. I accept your answer. So, I'm someone who lives many creative lives, and in one of my other lives, I am a political writer. And I work very hard to keep that life separate from this stage, because I believe that my job as your host is not to slam my own opinions in your faces, but to create a space for other people to slam their opinions in your faces. And I believe in that, and I will stand by that. But there is one thing that I do feel compelled to articulate about my philosophy of what this show is and what open mics are, which is that I absolutely believe in, understand, appreciate, and defend the importance of safe spaces. In my personal opinion, that is not necessarily what open mics are. I feel it is also important, in addition to those safe spaces, to have spaces in which people can come in, people, both professionals and amateurs, to experiment, try different things, try satirical things that may make audiences uncomfortable. I believe, and to the core of my being defend, that is what the role of open mics is. There are many other curated events that create slick, polished, and developed things for people to respond to and deal with. There should also be a space for other things. And in the past several months, and as I have for over the past 15 years, I have been hosting many political events, and I have encountered an extraordinary amount of ugliness and tension from both audiences and artists. I have had, over the past several months, uniquely in my past 15 years of hosting these kinds of events, had performers come up onto my stages and be heckled off the stage by audiences and be unable to complete their sets. And that upsets me. On some level, it truly does offend me. And I want to make absolutely clear that I in no way have any expectation that the people in this audience will love or like or approve of or support what they hear from this stage. And this is an open mic, so I have no idea what people are doing from this stage. I don't know if people want to come to the stage and use our unique genres as a way of commenting on the things that have happened in the past week, or use them as a way to escape from the things that have happened in the past week. But I do want to be clear that both of those things are totally acceptable on this stage, as far as I'm concerned. I implore you to listen to whatever happens on this stage. However deeply you hate it or it upsets you, at least allow it to happen in front of you. And if you truly hate it in your heart, if it upsets or offends you, then what I encourage you to do is go home and write something in response to it. Because I also believe in the core of my being that the best response in the world to art that upsets you is to create art in response to it. So those are the things that I believe as the person who made this event. And I would encourage you to make some effort to embrace that spirit. And now that I've given that incredibly tense intro, it's going to be a very light evening of robots and elves. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our opening performer for the evening, the Reverend Pat D.